Hey, I'm Emily and I'm our social and design creative at Fruitmedia. Every week we're going to be bringing you different videos discussing areas of videography. This week we're looking at video portraiture shots. So be sure at the end of the video to click like and subscribe to see more videos coming soon.
I'm Jay, I'm the lead creative here at Fruitmedia. Today we're looking at portraits, how we film them and how we use them in the products that we produce. In the 1960s, a guy called Andy Warhol experimented with video portraits and he called them screen tests. They were shot at 24 frames and playback was set at 16 frames, creating a slight slow-mo effect. In 2009, Clayton Cubitt also used video portraits. He called them long portraits and he would film the actor for 5 minutes. One of his best known portraits is with the artist Noah Kalina. In more recent years, Robert Wilson used them with Lady Gaga. What he produced appeared as though they are photographs, but on close inspection, it revealed that Wilson had used a highly developed theatrical language filmed in slow motion. Portraiture is also used in everyday non-cinematic shots. iPhone cameras have an inbuilt portrait mode which gives a good depth of field for photographs. Instagram and Snapchat selfies have become increasingly popular and both apps provide filters for photo and video portrait shots. In all our charity work, we're looking for connection between the viewer and the person we're filming. We really want the viewer to get into the world of the person who's struggling and in need of help. We're looking to create empathy within these shots. So we always look to empower the person we're filming. To do this, we either film on the same level or use low camera angles. This gives the subject a feeling of empowerment. When we were filming out in Zimbabwe, there was really harsh sunlight. Often with those shoots out in Africa, we've been quite lucky because we've had days where it's been quite overcast. And that's what you want really, because it gives you that diffused light type of look. If it's not an overcast day, another way to achieve this is by finding somewhere in shade, for example under a tree, and getting a backdrop that isn't brilliantly lit. This is another way of achieving that diffused look. If you haven't got that, and it is bright sunlight, what we found effective is getting around 60 to 70% of the subject's face in the light, but trying to keep the eyes not looking directly into the sun. This is where we produce the best kind of portrait shots. We've had the massive privilege of shooting all over the world, in Haiti, the Philippines, and all across the continent of Africa. So we've used a lot of portraiture in charity films. We've found that over the years it's really helped these charities in upping their game with achieving the results that they need to get the funds in the right places.
So my name is Tim Jarvis and I'm a video content strategist. So one of the things that we really look at is why do we use certain camera techniques or certain editing techniques. Portraiture is a really important part of drawing that emotion in your audience. Whenever we start a strategy, we look at our audiences, we look at our audience personas, we look at the way in which they engage and consume video content, and we look at where they do that. So which social channels or which platforms are they using to engage with that content. Now, there is a reason that the whole selfie era has begun and is so strong. There's a reason that we've got vertical video that is kind of leading the way with social channels and social video. And there's a reason why Instagram have now created IGTV, which is long-form vertical video. And the reason is because that close connection, that proximity that Jay was speaking about earlier, allows you to draw that connection and that emotion with the person who's viewing that content. So there are things called mirror neurons in your brain. So this is basically when you are watching someone, when you're in close proximity to someone, those neurons fire, and that allows you to draw that empathy and you understand you are in that person's world. So particularly with charity, particularly with what Fruit have done previously, when you go to a different place, if you go to a different part of the planet and you're looking to drive that reaction in the viewer, then this type of videography is really, really powerful and it drives incredible results. You will find that a younger audience, so millennials and even younger than that, they will engage greatly with portraiture videography. The younger generation, they like to find information out on their own. They appreciate the vulnerability, they appreciate the honesty that this type of video content delivers. So when you are looking to change emotion or draw emotion or change opinion, this is a really powerful technique to drive that emotion within that viewer. So there is one really good example that we often look at when we are putting this type of creative forward. If you may have seen Humans of New York. So it started off with a guy in New York going around taking photos of homeless people, and he created books. He had a blog. These would just be photos, but he would write out their stories, and this got incredible engagement on social. It did so well that it then turned into a video series. So to summarise, this is one of the many forms of video content that you can create and you can deliver, or you can apply to your campaign. But it's really important that you do that bit at the start. So you look at your audience, you look at what they engage with, you look at the topic that you're talking about, and that allows you to apply the best type of technique, the best type of creative to your project in order to drive the biggest reaction within your viewers.
Thanks for watching this video, and be sure to check out our YouTube channel. Hit the like and subscribe button to see more content coming very soon.